You locked
So
eyes
guess
because,
who just
of
got two
course,
thumbs?
the
Got a
eyes are
new
really
car
very
key for
soul, and
Cardi.
there's a lot of
Hey,
truth in
bitch.
that because
And
our
I clean
eyes
my room a little
have
bit.
the
Well,
ability
guys, so
to
I'm going to do a
transmit
little
the
celebratory.
core frequency of our
Whatever the fuck
soul,
you call
amongst
this.
other things, of course, including our voice and many other things as well. But the eyes can act as a pretty direct energetic transfer. You can really often read someone's soul energy through their eyes. And so, in this instance,
Where's my
when
mic? Okay, cool.
you and this person locked eyes, you both recognized some kind of similarity at a soul level.
Bam.
And what I'm getting as well is I'm seeing something about polar opposites and yet being the same. And what I'm getting is the person coming up here is someone who is, I'm hearing you are more so the muse here. That's how you seem to be coming up in the energy. You have this ability to naturally inspire others, and I'm
Yeah, they
actually
couldn't
hearing that
do the whole shebang of it, where like you can do the fucking clicky
something about you,
that thing,
your soul essence,
which
or you
sucks.
generally
But I got to save $100 on my car insurance, so that's
inspired
cool.
art. It's inspired creativity. I'm specifically picking up that artistic types, creative types, tend to be really drawn to you. And again, I'm seeing you almost like this immortalized
Oh my
muse
god,
sort
this
of
stretch feels
figure.
so
I'm
good.
actually seeing
We're gonna sit here
one of
with this
those
for a second.
ancient statues, and I'm getting, in many cases,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
the memory of
I hurt my toe.
encountering you almost becomes, especially to these creative types, like this statue that's been frozen in time, but stuck on some kind of pedestal that is inspiring art forth from them. And so I'm hearing something about your existence. It's almost like a moving, living, breathing work of art in itself. But the ironic thing about you is, while that is true,
I did not think
you are
this
also
through.
someone who does not ask to be validated, or who even doesn't really ask to be seen. In fact, I'm picking up that you are someone who may have very often avoided the spotlight or the limelight. You may have even been someone who was more introverted growing up, for the collective I'm speaking to here. I'm just getting something about how you've never really sought out the spotlight. You've never really sought
Shut
out
yourself, door.
positions of leadership or positions of public visibility or being elevated. But what I'm getting really strongly as a message from your personal guides, and this is kind of taking us away from the core of the message, which I feel actually involves how you've affected this other person, but I feel this isn't so much a detour as like a necessary laying of a foundation before we get into those messages involving this other person. So
Making sure my
what I'm getting is, you may have, I'm hearing the word silent, you may have spent, again, a lot of your life really deeply in your own mind, not necessarily putting yourself out there in a really visible kind of way, but creating and existing and growing almost in the silence or in the shadows. And I'm getting that you are entering this era of your life, or for some of you, this has already been occurring, and this reading is coming as sort of a message of confirmation to let you know, yes, you are on the right track with all of this. This is as
so I think
it
I
is
broke
meant
my
to
foot
be,
and flip
is what
side.
I'm hearing. But what I'm getting is, you are noticing that you are beginning to be offered some level
I was
of
going barefoot the whole
visibility,
time.
or you're being offered positions of elevation or
It drew
leadership, whether
first
this is
blood.
being promoted in the workplace, whether it's something you're feeling guided to share or create with the world, whether it's, I'm just getting like opportunities are or soon will be handed to you.
The key guy was really nice to me,
that
though. That was
are
neat.
much more like positions of leadership in
Yeah, I'm not sure
whatever
who he was, to
you
be
are
honest with you.
involved in, that somehow take the things that you've been creating in the shadows and reveal them. Like, it's almost this sort of unveiling taking place. I'm literally seeing a red curtain that's being pulled back. So maybe some of you are performers, or you're going to be on stage or performing, or maybe you've been doing that recently.
This is not for
Because
me.
the sense I'm getting is like the curtain is being pulled back and it's unveiling you. It's unveiling something that you've been working on and cultivating in the shadows, in the silence for a long time now. Whether that's just your own personal essence, like your personal growth and development, or whether it's something literal that you've been training for, or you've been doing or creating. But what I'm getting as well is this person that we seem to be picking up on in the reading. They
that door almost
are almost like coming at
did
this from
stupid
the
to me,
opposite angle. Because again, what I'm getting is you are in some sense polar opposites, but you're the same at the core, and you each seem to be offering something that the other has been missing. Not so much missing, but almost like desiring to step into. And what I mean by
whiskey and
that
pickle
is,
juice.
I feel as though I'm hearing you've mastered the spiritual realm and this person has mastered the physical realm. But now, since you've mastered the spiritual realm, since you've mastered working with energy, the process of manifesting, since you've almost been on like this profound spiritual journey.
Communist Chinese corporations have infiltrated Texas.
Those motherfuckers.
Our politicians with the limit damages China pays when they break our laws. Hurt hardworking Texans? Tell your representative to vote no.
Oh no, guys.
For the last 21 years of my life, I wanted to be a rodeo cowboy.
Me too.
I work at San Antonio Option Rodeo. It's a big step.
There's the kitty babies.
All year we're chasing dollars. That's all points as well. Every dollar.
Oh my god, you're so
I gotta
beautiful.
walk in right here, dial my middle in, man, get confident, get focused, try to go time in about 7 or 8 seconds. This is a rodeo somebody's gonna win 25, 30,000 at, man. I'd sure like it to me.
Was it this leg or was it the other leg that I was doing?
That has led you into this level of mastery when it comes to spiritual things. Whether you would consider yourself to be a master or not, that's how you're really coming up here. Whereas, in contrast, this other person seems to have really mastered the physical realm. I'm hearing this is most likely a person who has a lot of connections or who is very well known. I'm hearing they're very public facing or very front facing. So there's something about them that is highly visible. I'm hearing they feel like they have to be on all the time. So it's almost like this could be someone who is a public figure. This may be someone who is in the public eye in some sense. But in other cases, this is a person who just is very extroverted or has been very social with the people around them, developed a really strong network of social connections, really mastered certain elements of getting along in the physical world. Maybe they've developed some level of widely recognized expertise in their field, or they're very well known in their field or community or something of that nature. So you've mastered the spiritual realm and they've mastered the physical realm, but you've both been seeking some aspect from the opposite world. So what I'm getting is, and I'm hearing this is part of your evolution
I'm so lazy
as a
now.
soul and theirs as well. So you, the one who's been on this profound spiritual journey, you've been seeking this unveiling, to unveil yourself to the world in a more powerful way, to step into some kind of greater visibility or awareness, or to share yourself with the world, to connect with the world or with others in a new way. And I'm hearing that you felt this because very often you've gotten this strange urge recently to either start sharing your creations, to put something out there in a way, maybe to be out in public more, to be more visible,
To brush my hair.
to meet new people, to connect with new people. And if you've been feeling some of these urges lately that have almost